Stop telling yourself you're not ready. You're not supposed to be ready. Nobody is. Readiness is an illusion people cling to so they don't have to move. You get ready by doing, failing, bleeding, and rebuilding. Start before you're qualified. Your friends aren't all rooting for you. Some are just comfortable with you staying mediocre because it makes their own mediocrity feel less shameful. Cut ties with dead weight. Cut ties with dead. You'll suffocate if you keep dragging them along. Harsh, but necessary. Discipline isn't about motivation, but about boring, relentless execution. Most your days should feel bland, repetitive, and unremarkable. If you can't stomach boredom, you'll never stomach success. Quit chasing dopamine and instead chase consistency. That's where progress hides. Your parents might force you down paths that they believe are best, but you know they aren't for you. That's where your parents may screw you, despite having your best interest. That's reality. But if you keep using that as your excuse, you're screwing yourself even worse. At some point, you must think for yourself. Your life is your responsibility. Accountability is not an option, it's a must. You're wasting time scrolling through fake lives. The people you admire online don't care you exist. They're cashing checks while you're burning years. Every minute you watch them is a minute not invested in yourself. You pay with your future. Stop trying to fix your entire life in 1 week. That's fantasy, not growth. Change is microscopic and through tiny shifts, repeated until they become character. If you can't commit to the unattractive, gradual improvement, you'll collapse under the weight of fake reinventions. Patience builds permanence. You're not special. That's not an insult. It's freedom. Stop expecting exceptions for your laziness, pain, or dreams. Billions of people suffer worse and still outwork you. Accepting your insignificance is the first step to making yourself significant. Your mental health won't improve if your body is rotting. No therapist, pill, or meditation app can outdo bad sleep, zero sunlight, and garbage food. Your mind is built on your biology. Treat it like trash, expect trash thoughts. You can't outthink neglect. Most people don't hate you, they just don't care about you. That's the truth. They're too busy drowning in their own problems to obsess over yours. Free yourself by realizing your background noise. Do what matters without waiting for applause. Fear won't disappear. Waiting to feel brave is just self-delusion. Bravery is dragging fear with you like a screaming child, not waiting until it quiets. You act, you sweat, you shake, and only then do you earn courage. Action breeds it, not thought. You're not burned out, you're undisciplined. You overload yourself with chaos, no structure, no plan, then blame burnout when your laziness finally crushes you. Real burnout is rare. What you have is poor management of time, energy, and priorities. Stop hiding behind books, podcasts, and courses. You're not learning, you're avoiding. Information without execution is just intellectual rot. You already know enough to start. You just don't want to face the discomfort of failing in real life. Your body is keeping score. Every skipped workout, every night of trash sleep, every binge of poisoned food, it's all logged. The debt doesn't vanish. It waits quietly until it slams you with disease, weakness, or regret. Your future self will hate you. Nobody is coming to rescue you. Not your parents, the government, not your friends. Every system is built to serve itself, not you. The sooner you internalize this, the sooner you'll stop waiting for saviors and start building your own survival. Your dream job doesn't exist. Work will always involve monotony, stress, and compromise. Chasing the perfect career is chasing unicorns. Instead, build skills so valuable that you can bend reality enough to tolerate the grind. Freedom comes from leverage, not fantasy. Most of your stress is self-inflicted. You say yes to everything, you drown in distractions, you create fires, then complain about smoke. Life is simpler than you make it. Stop manufacturing chaos. Say no more often, and your head will finally clear. You think you'll rise to the occasion? You won't. You'll fall to the level of your preparation. Pressure exposes holes. It doesn't magically turn you into a champion. If you're not training daily under discomfort, don't expect to suddenly perform when it matters. Stop treating time like it's infinite. You act as though you have decades to figure it out, but years vanish faster than you expect. Every day wasted compounds into regret. You're not running out of ideas. You're running out of time to try them. Happiness isn't owed to you. It's rented, and rent is due every day in the form of habits, choices, and sacrifices. If you sit around waiting for happiness to appear, you'll die waiting. You don't deserve it without earning it by how you live. You're not failing because you lack potential. You're failing because you keep negotiating with your excuses. Every time you choose comfort, you reinforce weakness. Stop debating with yourself like a lawyer. Decide once, act ruthlessly, and silence the inner voice that stalls you. You're addicted to starting, not finishing. The high of new keeps you hooked. New goals, new routines, new hobbies. But you drop them as soon as they get hard. That's not ambition. That's cowardice disguised as enthusiasm. Finish what you start or stay mediocre. Your phone is your leash. Every ping drags you like a dog by the neck, and you obey without question. You're not choosing to scroll, you're trained to. Until you break that chain, your attention will always belong to someone else. Stop chasing passion. Passion is a byproduct of competence. You don't magically feel love for something before you're good at it. You grind, you suck, you persist, then passion slowly appears. Waiting to feel passionate first is why you're stuck. Comfort is killing you. Every convenience removes a layer of resilience. You Uber instead of walking, you complain about cold showers, you panic without Wi-Fi. Then you wonder why life feels unbearable. You're fragile because you've trained fragility. You're lazy with your words. Every "I'll try" or "maybe later" is self-betrayal disguised as softness. Language shapes reality. Stop leaking weakness through vague promises. Say yes or no. Mean it. Your tongue is training your spine to bend. Stop thinking you deserve clarity. You want the road lit up for miles, but that's not how life works. You get the next step, maybe two, that's it. If you demand certainty before moving, you'll rot in place forever. Your emotions aren't facts. Feeling tired doesn't mean you need rest. Feeling scared doesn't mean you're in danger. Feeling unmotivated doesn't mean you should stop. If you obey every emotion like gospel, you're a slave to chemical spikes. Learn to ignore. You overestimate tomorrow. You think you'll have more energy, more discipline, more clarity later. You won't. Later is just today repeated with less opportunity. The strongest lie you tell yourself is not now. Your delay is decay. Your environment decides more than your willpower. You think you're strong enough to resist junk food, laziness, toxic people. You're not. You'll adapt to whatever room you stand in. Change your environment, or it will quietly mold you into its shape. Stop asking people to understand your vision. It's not their job. They can't see what you see. Waiting for validation is procrastination dressed as consultation. If they don't get it, good, it means it's yours. Build alone and let results do the talking. You're not confused, you're just avoiding the obvious answer. Deep down, you already know what to do, but it's uncomfortable, terrifying, or requires sacrifice. So you pretend you don't know yet? Clarity isn't your problem, cowardice is. Act on what you've been dodging. Your standards are likely pathetic. You tolerate mediocrity in yourself, then whine about life being unfair. The truth is, life is reflecting back exactly what you've accepted. Raise your bar or stay stuck. Nobody's lowering the world to meet your weakness. Stop waiting for motivation because it's not coming. Motivation is a byproduct of momentum, not a prerequisite. If you can drag yourself through the first ugly 5 minutes, energy appears. But you keep waiting for lightning to strike first. It never will. You don't need more hobbies, you need more discipline. Your constant pursuit of new outlets is just distraction from facing your lack of progress. Mastery requires obsession. Scatter yourself across 10 things, and you'll be average at all. Pick one and bleed for it. You're fragile because you avoid pain. Every struggle you skip now gets outsourced to your future self, multiplied tenfold. You're not dodging suffering, you're stockpiling it. The bill always comes due. Pay small installments daily or go bankrupt in misery later. Stop expecting fairness. The world owes you nothing. You'll watch lazy people win, corrupt people rise, and talentless people profit. Rage won't change that. Your only option is to outlast, outwork, and outmaneuver. Fairness is fiction. Your self-image is outdated. You're still living as the version of you from years ago. The one who failed, the one who quit, the one who got humiliated. You drag that ghost everywhere. Burn it. Rewrite your identity, or you'll never escape it. Stop overplanning. You've spent months making charts, routines, and bullet points. But execution beats planning every time. You're scared of starting, so you hide in preparation. Plans matter only after you've proven you can act. Move first, refine later. Your habits are louder than your intentions. Nobody cares what you mean to do, only what you actually do every day. Intentions don't build muscle, money, or respect. Habits do. Your calendar is your character. Track that, not your daydreams. You keep saying you'll change when life calms down. Life never calms down. Chaos is permanent, and waiting for peace is just stalling. The only way forward is to act in the storm. Progress belongs to those who build while drowning.